Hey guys, so as you guys know, Miss Kim is doing her lessons a little bit different and is doing a series that really gets her creative juices flowing. Yeah, she's bringing the Bible to life in ways that are a little bit cringy and borderline inappropriate, but she's bringing the Bible to life in ways that are relatable today. So if you didn't see the last lesson, we are playing a game that me and my best friend used to play when we were in Bible college. And in this game, we look at men in the Bible and we see if we would date them. And we're calling it Bible Tinder. Or maybe we should call it like Bible Bumble, Holy Hinge, Tabernacle Tinder, Christian Cuties, Catholic Catties. I'm not Catholic. I was trying to come up with more. We're just gonna leave it at Bible Tinder. And yeah, it's weird and a little bit creepy because, you know, they're dead, but it's fine. So yeah, this week we're gonna do Moses.
Okay, shorty.
Stop.
You got a man?
So Moses was like a very important man, okay? He was a prophet. Basically, a prophet is someone who speaks God's truth to people. They're also known for their spiritual insight and their ability to like see the future. But not like in a way where like they're superheroes, because that's what I had thought when I had first learned that they're like basically psychic. But that's not it. Basically, God lets them know information that would be useful in bringing people to repentance. You know what I mean? Or God might show them anything that might bring him glory. So yeah, essentially Moses has a pretty direct line of communication to like the creator of the universe, which like right off the bat we love. Like it's so cool to be friends with someone who is friends with cool people. And what by cool people I mean like an all-knowing creator. But also, do we love it? Because what's God telling you? What if God tells Moses something that I don't want to tell him, you know? Is he gonna tell you when I spent too much on my credit card? Is he gonna tell you when I lied and said that this steak is like the best steak I've ever tasted
and my favorite meal of my whole life, when really it's really underseasoned and undercooked, and I just really think it tastes like cardboard and concrete mixed together, and this is the worst experience I've ever had?
Because then Moses might never cook for me. Like, how much do you know, Moses? Are you gonna tell me everything God says? Because I wanna know too. I wanna know all the tea. So yeah, that part of his character, it's great. It's a green flag, but also kind of a red flag. And I've always said this to people. I love a man with a humble beginning because they like know the struggles of life. They're not like just like super privileged and blind to it. When they've had a humble beginning, they'll like be okay with driving through a McDonald's drive-thru and getting all the value pick stuff because we only have $5 in our account. If you don't know the beginning of Moses' life, essentially at the time that he was born, Moses and his family, who were Israelites, were living under the Pharaoh. And the Pharaoh ordered to kill all the Israelite baby boys. And Moses' mom didn't listen. Right on, mom, as you shouldn't have. So she hid him in like a little boat and she put him in the river. And then the Pharaoh's daughter found him and basically adopted him, which is crazy. Imagine being adopted into royalty. I want to be adopted into royalty. Meghan Markle, it's okay, you can adopt me. Actually, I don't need to be adopted because if me and Moses go the mile, if our first date goes well, I'll like be a princess too, no? Anyways, he's like the best of both worlds, of royal and humble. We love it. But yeah, as we are all human and flawed, of course, Moses presents some red flags, just minor red flags. One of them being that he's a murderer. Wait, what? A murderer. No big deal. Low-key, it was kind of justified because if you don't know, at the time, the Israelites were slaves under the Egyptians, okay? And essentially, this Egyptian was being foul to one of the Israelite slaves. So Moses just offed him, you know? He buried him in the sand. He was just standing up to a bully. Wait. Hold on, are you really out here trying to justify murder? I mean, maybe he seems like he struggles with his anger a little bit. There was that one time that God revealed the 10 commandments to him and then Moses smashed stuff because he saw the Israelites worshiping a golden calf. He just cares. Okay, so now we're justifying men destroying stuff literally because they care so much? Okay, so maybe Moses did struggle with his anger. I mean, like, that is something we might have to work out in therapy. I think emotions are okay and I'm not scared of them. Call me toxic, but I'm not scared of them. Moses' anger was okay for me because he just had a thirst for righteousness, you know what I mean? Which I love. I love justice and righteousness. Moses would come with me to all the rallies and the protests fighting for what's right. And who knows, because maybe I could convince Moses into becoming a lawyer so that he could put all that gusto for justice into proper use. And by proper use, I mean good money, you know what I mean? I just love justice and I feel like me and Moses actually have that in common. I'm not just trying to justify it. And honestly, he kind of ends up being like a bad boy, but not like a bad boy because he's a holy boy, but like, you know what I mean? Like the Lord really had him walking around with this like miracle stick, and he sent a bunch of plagues. Like, come on, don't say that wouldn't catch your attention. Like this random guy walking around making frogs and flies appear. So yeah, there's a lot of character development in Moses' story. Even though he did struggle with his anger, they also referred to Moses as the meekest man in the world. So at least we can have hope that he would be meek in our relationship and that his anger wouldn't overtake everything, you know? Like, I don't know, I feel like I kind of like Moses. I think he cares a lot. Plus, he splits the Red Sea in half. Imagine what he can do with traffic. I feel like the choice is kind of obvious here. Like murderer, no traffic. Obviously, I think I'm gonna swipe right. We matched, obviously. Like we're already connected, Moses. We're already connected. I'm not even a little bit nervous because I know this one's gonna work out. Like this relationship would totally go the mile. What should I say? Just give me a sec. I'd never let you go. Get it? Because when he was telling the Pharaoh to let go of the Israelites, he was saying, let my people go. I wouldn't let you go either. I'm just as bad as the Pharaoh. I wouldn't let you go either, Moses. Maybe that was insensitive because that was me. Maybe that was traumatic for him. Maybe I shouldn't have said that joke.